Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, and I'm back again. When I get these goodness, I have to share with you. I was thinking about Miss Cheney, the person that Donald Trump can't stand because she tells the truth. She's in the House of Representatives, I believe, and she won't fall in line with the lie, and so they want to push her out. In other words, they want to say we are not the Republican Party anymore. We're the party of Trump, and we're the party of lies and deception and con and doing everything we can to abuse others for our benefit. And so she won't fall in line. Now, the Democrats, they're observing all of this, right, Democrats? And when she stands up and says Trump is a liar in her own way, and that she's not backing that in her own way. You as Democrats love to hear her say that. You know she's a Republican. Her policies right along with Trump. You don't support her policies, but you definitely support her telling the truth. And the Trumpsters can't stand her for telling the truth. Now, I want to parallel that with me. I see myself as Miss Cheney. I come and I speak to the American people about the truth. I speak to them about the truth. And the American people act like Trump's folks. They can't hear that, don't want to hear that, nothing. They're just like the Trump folks. Now, but who is hearing what I'm saying and loving what I'm saying? Well, I can only say it must be the Spirit, because I don't hear anybody that wants peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and their dreams coming true and have a career that gives them their greatest joy. I don't know anybody that wants that. They say they do, but having the chance to do it, they turn their back on it every day. I don't know anybody that wants to have all of their food and clothing and shelter all met, education and health care without the struggles. I mean, people say they do, but having the opportunity to, they just reject it all along. I mean, they went so far from that until they went all the way to Donald Trump. Now, what that speaks for itself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Years ago, I came up on the scene and I said that I've been called by God to go out and tell you something. But before I was to tell you, he took me to teach me something. And I got the lesson, so he told me to come back and I go out there and tell you. And what did he tell me to tell you? He told me to tell you you were on the road to hell. Now, who? Your loving God that made you, loves you, wants you to have your heaven, told me to come and tell you that you were on the path to hell. All of us on the path to hell. I don't care what we think, I don't care what we're doing, how we tricked ourselves, or who tricked us. The message is we're on the path to hell. Now, this was in the 80s. Now, jump from the 80s, and I've been saying the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. But let's jump from the 80s to 2015, 16, when he went from what I just got to explain it to you, you could have, and you chose Donald Trump. Somebody now that's trying to tear your democracy down. Somebody now that, who had that, January 6th, an insurrection. Can you imagine how those of you who knew, who care, should feel? You had offered to you heaven on earth, and it was rejected, or you just didn't get it because the power that lead you, the power that guides you, the power that is taking control over you, and you are following, led you all the way to Donald Trump and those Trumpsters and people that just up and lie, have no respect for God any kind of way. Now, the message that I told you in the 80s was that God said, you're on the path to hell. Now, I rest my case. But God loves you. And he wants you to change and enjoy heaven on earth. But you got to make it. It's not going to be given to you. You got to make it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.